Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 9. This week we're going to go over logos and pathos and ethos a little bit more in depth because the next chapters that are coming up, or the final part of the class, is going to be are all about argumentation. So, first of all, week 9, look over the objectives and the outcomes, the checklist, the videos here that you are watching right now. Here are your quizzes. Go ahead. Comma usage, semicolon. I like to get some sentence mechanics in there as well. The discussion board this week is a little different, so let me take a look here. I'm going to go right here and give you more explicit. So you're going to join yours looks different than mine. You're going to join a group as usual. Remember, you're not working as a group, but you'll just stay in that group. Instead of seeing 90 students, you will see 10. Here's the prompt. Excuse me. So look over the essay models, the argumentation essay models. What are some of the formats you can use to set up? Here is an advertisement by the ACLU. I'm going to open that up. Go ahead and read this. As you read it, decide to yourself whether, look at the title, read this and look at the picture. You're going to decide, is this more about ethos, pathos, or logos? So you'll have to choose one, but wait, I'll show you more. But you'll choose one in your head, but look at the prompt first. I'm going to go back here quickly. So here is a student. Well, let me look here. Okay. Now you are to read the student example about pathos in the advertisement. So I had a student from a couple semesters ago. She wrote her initial post and she said that pathos was the strongest of the appeals in the advertisement that you just saw, the man in the electric chair, people being executed, and some of them are even found to be not guilty. So what you're going to do is look at that article, look at hers. Let's open hers up. Bear with me here. Excuse me, a little bit of a cold, so all right. So this initial post, as it opens, just looks like yours. You guys aren't writing you aren't taking a position. You're going to be counter arguing. So you're going to look over hers. Here is her topic sentence. Pathos and logos were common themes throughout this article, but pathos clearly predominated or dominated or was the overall appeal. So what you're going to do is you're going to read hers. She took a stance, and now since we're going into argumentative, we have to learn how to refute, how to bring in the opposing and then refute it, make our side look better. So keep this here. So you know right now that I want you're going to say pathos was good. However, you're going to argue that logos was stronger within the article. Stay with me. So let's go up to the example or the format that you should follow. Bear with me one second. Let's get out of here. I'm going to go up to here. So at the end of the argumentative essay models and phrases, you will see, let me open this up. All right. So you will be opposing or refuting that pathos is the best. Now, this student that you just read, she chose pathos. Let's say that you're writing a paper and you say pathos is the strongest, but you also have to bring in an opposing view. Since this is an argumentation, you bring in the opposing view because you let your readers know that you're not trying to hide anything, that you're totally open, that you accept that your position is better. But however, there are other people who would think logos is. So that's the point of this. She chose pathos. You're pretending that you chose pathos, but now you're going to bring in a paragraph and you're going to talk about how logos was stronger. So how are you going to do that? You're going to introduce the opposing argument. You're going to say opposing views claim that pathos is indeed the stronger appeal in the advertisement period. Acknowledge the valid parts. You can say certainly the picture draws a lot of feelings of fear of the man sitting in the blah blah blah. Here's the counter argument. Then you're going to bring in, however, on the other hand, logos is stronger, blah blah blah. And then you're going to say why logos is stronger. Even if you don't believe it, you have to write about logos, logic being stronger, and you'll have to quote from the article in here. And then you'll want to close with thus overall blah blah blah. And you want to excuse me. Okay, and you want to tell them how it's a weaker, just a summary there. So if you go ahead and you read this here, I broke it down into parts, and this is what yours should look like. So many critics, the opposing part, put this in parentheses, introducing the opposing argument. Then when you write the next part, introduce or rebut the counter argument, put that in parentheses. Just follow this here, all right, and you'll do really well on it. So all the parts that I just went over, I put in parentheses in blue. You can put yours in black if you want, that's fine. Whatever works for you, but please put these here so I know that you know the parts of refuting an argument. And remember, a lot of teachers won't spend the time on this, but since the rest of the semester is on argumentation and bringing in the other side, the opposing view, and then refuting it, please make sure that you do this. Also, if you're going to take English, I think it's 210, it's all argumentation. So go with this, practice this with me now. That way when you get to English 210, you're well prepared. So you have the practice one here. Here's the example. This is what you're going to oppose from a former student. And then down here, of course, you'll submit it for the initial post for grading, and then you'll submit it here into the discussion board thread for other students to comment on. The deadlines, we know that. Here we are. So here, I even wrote these here. The same thing about that other sheet. Introduce, counter argument, concede, acknowledge valid parts. All right. And the rest is good. I think I really want you to use one quote in here. Include at least one in-text citation from the ACLU article. Yes, the ACLU article is the article, this one here, with the man sitting in the electric chair. If you have any questions, let me know, but I think it's pretty good. So, read hers. She's talking about pathos. You have to look at this article and say, no, I think logos is stronger, whether you believe it or not. And then follow the steps here at the end of this document. And those steps are here. Introduce, concede, counter, introduce. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.